Okay, so I'm seeing all this stuff about Jason Aldean and how he's apparently this horrible person for, and I mean, when I get to see what the lyrics are and stuff, and I'm like, okay, one, I had already mentioned, as far as anything kind of like outlaw country, I'm like, this is actually pretty tame stuff, it's like, yeah, like, I mean, the Johnny Cash is far more colorful than this character's music is. But the thing that really hit me was, I'm like, this isn't in any way abnormal outside of America. I mean, this is standard American music, really, in many ways. And I can think of a number of songs, such as Killa Hills by Wu-Tang Clan. Almost anybody who watches this will know that what is Wu-Tang Clan's, where are they from? Shaolin, Staten Island. Jeru, the place where we dwell. There's I could think of Chunk and Hollybird Street. Jeru the Damager had a song about East New York. And this is one of the most normal things. And so, like, Thomas Sowell even, commented on this, that this kind of thing, that somebody would have some kind of music of braggadocio about where they live, and that, if you come around our neighborhood, you got to show us respect, because we don't tolerate disrespect. You can't disrespect our neighborhood. That's very normal. That's so normal to hip-hop. It's one of the most normal subjects of Black American rap music. I mean, everyone knows Run DMC is from what? Hollis, Queens, and I think possibly Bed-Stuy, like the two different parts. Even, what's it, Hello Brooklyn by the Beastie Boys. This idea that you would, in some way, shape, or form, brag about where you're from, and that you would tell people that that the reason you're bragging about where you're from is because there's fundamentally a wall of protection within it that are me and my buddies and the kind of guys who live there. And what's fascinating is when this is put in a way like, yeah, so you can't come here and like, and then do all these things that are, that there's nothing about any of what he's saying. There's no way any of that's positive. There's no way of making any of that a positive. There's just a lot of people that they identify with being very negative and evil and doing evil things. Like Whoopi Goldberg apparently identifies quite closely with evil. Her and Joy Behar are kind of high-level witches that obviously identify with evil. And they like evil. They like the evil things being done. Because they were like, how can you, these are, how can you be mad at somebody committing a crime like that? But yeah, if it's normal for Chunk, a menace to the game as such, it should be okay. And so get off John Aldean's nuts. Oh.